particularly Hanuman Bhakt devotees. Change of form is a very common thing among the devotees of Hanuman even today, because that is the trend he set. Hanuman is a superman. Okay, a little bit of tail and facial features, the rest is Superman. He is a Superman. They anyway worship a South Indian man as the ultimate hero. Even if they want to win an election today, they will sing praises of Hanuman. Even today. So, South Indian superhero is still worshipped all over the country, literally all over the world. Even a president of United States was carrying a small figurine of Hanuman in his pocket at one time.
And so now I have a habit of, I always carry around a Hindu little statuette of the monkey god Hanuman.
Here are the 5 lesser-known facts about the Hanuman, the beloved monkey god from Hindu tradition. Hanuman's son Makardhwaja. Though Hanuman is known for his lifelong celibacy, it is said that he has a son named Makardhwaja. According to legend, after Hanuman extinguished the flames on his tail in the ocean after burning Lanka, a drop of his sweat fell into the water and was swallowed by a fish Makara. This miraculous event led to the birth of Makardhwaja, who later became the gatekeeper of the underworld kingdom ruled by Ashiravana, a demon who kidnapped Lord Rama and Lakshmana. Hanuman's ability to alter his size and shape. Hanuman is a master of Ashtasiddhi and Navanidhi, 8 supernatural powers and 9 types of wealth. One of the siddhis Hanuman possesses is the ability to alter his size and shape at will. During his adventures in Ramayana, he frequently demonstrates this power, shrinking to enter Lanka in search of Sita or enlarging his form when necessary, like when he crossed the ocean in a single leap. Hanuman's encounter with Bhima, another son of Vayu. Both Hanuman and Bhima, one of the Pandavas from the Mahabharata, are sons of wind god Vayu. In one episode, Bhima encounters an old monkey blocking his path in the forest. Unaware that it is Hanuman, Bhima tries to move the monkey's tail but finds it impossible. Hanuman then reveals his identity and blesses Bhima, showcasing his humility and strength. This event highlights the connection between the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Hanuman is one of the Chiranjeevi, immortal beings. Hanuman is considered a Chiranjeevi, which means he is one of the 7 immortal beings in Hindu culture who are blessed to live until the end of the current Kalpa cosmic cycle. His immortality is linked to the boon he received from the Lord Rama, who promised that Hanuman would live on earth as long as his name is chanted. Many believe Hanuman is still present, watching over his devotees and protecting them. Hanuman's knowledge of the scriptures. Though Hanuman is often associated with his physical strength and loyalty, he is also regarded as a highly learned scholar. According to certain texts, Hanuman mastered the Vedas and Shastras at a very young age. His wisdom, especially in grammar, was so profound that even Lord Rama sought his advice on specific points of language. Additionally, Hanuman authored his version of the Ramayana on the rocks of the Himalayas. However, when he compared it to the Valmiki's version, he humbly decided to destroy it, recognizing Valmiki's work as more valuable for the world. These lesser-known facts offer a glimpse into Hanuman's multifaceted nature, not just as a mighty hero, but as a wise and immortal being with deep spiritual significance.
And then he saw the man who's kidnapped his wife has a formidable army and fully organized, but they're just 2 of them. So they sought the help of Tamil people. I must say something about Tamil people here, because this is a land of very exuberant, enthusiastic, devoted people. They did not look up, even now in this culture, at that time not at all. There was no god up there, their god is here in the earth. So they're very earthy people, full of involvement, vigor, but no fancy ideas. I wish we had lived like that, but now lot of fancy ideas have come. People have made you feel like there is a place, another place somewhere which is better than this. That's why we are making a mess out of this. So Tamil people were like that then, they're still like that in many ways. I'm not saying this to insult other volunteers and others, but this is my observation in the last 40 years of working with volunteers. Everywhere, in every country, we have fantastic volunteers. But you will see always Tamil people are little extra vigor. You want to do the most difficult things that nobody wants to do, you will see it is always Tamil people who will take it up and do it. There is a certain sense of innate commitment and devotion which is probably culturally cultured over a period of time for thousands of years. And even when Rama came, he found that they became so dedicated to this new man who came from somewhere. And they put themselves to it, they built a small causeway to cross to Sri Lanka, and they fought the battles, they won the battle, he got his wife back and went back. Then he went for 1 year of repentance. So his brother Lakshmana asked, what are you repenting about? You killed an evil man. What are you repenting about? He said, yes, there were many negative qualities about him, his ego, his arrogance, his whatever, all those things, but he is a devotee. I killed a devotee also, a great devotee of Shiva. I killed a devotee on one level. For that, 1 year he went off into penance into Himalayas. Can you believe it? Being already out in the jungle for 14 years, not 14 days like corona. Corona isolation is 14 days, that people are fighting and creating a nuisance in the country. 14 years of isolation for a king. Now he takes 1 extra year off because he killed a devotee, a man who stole his wife. That's the kind of man he is. As if that was not enough, political situations evolved. When the wife is pregnant, he has to once again send her into the jungle once again without him. Separation. For a king, the queen is pregnant is a very significant thing because having a heir to the kingdom is a very big thing. Don't know whether she has a boy or a girl or what, no sonogram. He sent her to the jungle. There she delivers twins. Unknowingly, he almost kills them, gets into a fight with them. If you have to do something really terrible that you would regret forever in your life, would be knowingly or unknowingly you kill your own children. He almost did it. And his beloved wife, for whom he traveled over 3,000 kilometers, fought a battle and took her back, he never again saw her. She died without seeing him. This is a serial disaster life. For most human beings, if any one of those events that happen to him happens, they will get freaked out. They will become full of anger, hatred, angst, fear, all kinds of negativities. But he maintained absolute balance. He is even today celebrated as one of the best administrators among the kings of this land. So no matter what life did to him, how he was within himself, in spite of enormous pain inflicted upon him, he did not reflect that pain on other people. You have caused hurt to me, so I will cause hurt to you. This is not the way. Whatever happens to me, I remain peaceful, in absolute balance and do the best that I can do. People were questioning me during Youth and Truth, is he fair to his wife? Is this the way to treat the family? Well, if you are just another man, that's a good question. But if you have a king or a leader for the nation, a leader who puts his nation above his family is the leader that we want. That's a leader that we want, not someone who puts his family above the nation. So this is the leadership he showed. He could have easily discarded or not taken into account what comments and commentaries that were happening about him and his wife, and has kept his wife with him because she matters to him. No, he sacrificed his family, his unborn children for the sake of the nation. This is a kind of leader that you need for any nation. And it is because of this balance, because of this sense of purpose and duty in his life, that we still celebrate him and worship him. Today is his birthday. But the South Indian people who served him, one of them went with him. Today he has become a superhero all over the country, Hanuman. But after Rama's time, some people, little crooked in their head, projected South Indian people who lived here 6,000–7,000 years ago as monkeys. So South Indian people still little disturbed by that. They have love for Rama, but they're angry little bit with the way they have been depicted. But also they enjoy that no matter what they say, they anyway worship a South Indian man as the ultimate hero. Even if they want to win an election today, they will sing praises of Hanuman, even today. So, South Indian superhero is still worshipped all over the country, literally all over the world. Even a president of United States was carrying a small figurine of Hanuman in his pocket at one time.
And so now I have a habit of, I always carry around a Hindu little statuette of the monkey god Hanuman.
Yes.
From childhood, I used to hear about Hanuman.
About what?
Hanuman.
Hanuman.
Like he used to take giant forms whenever he wanted. He used to fly. He used to have very small, like he used to concise his body to smaller size. Was it real or just any fictionary or symbolic, symbolic signs or something like that? Thank you.
About a certain person becoming small or big or flying or doing something else, is that a possibility? Very much a possibility, very much a reality. It was very much prevalent in this country, in this culture, but it was looked down upon. But it was looked up elsewhere, particularly in the Native American cultures. There is a whole tradition of shamanism where it is… even today there's any amount of talk about how a Native American shaman becomes an eagle, becomes a fly, becomes a wolf, transforms himself into some other form and gets there and all this. So these are not just stories, it is very much a possibility that one can transform his form if he wishes to. There is a panel in the Dhyana Linga where somebody transformed himself into a form that was relevant to someone else. Have you noticed it? You did not? So, about people taking on the forms that they wish according to the convenience is not a new thing, or It's not an unheard of thing. Almost in every part of the world it is there. Particularly it is being publicized in a big way about the North American and South American shamans these days, about shamans becoming eagle and becoming wolf. These two forms are very common for them. That was not unheard of here, but it was looked down upon in this culture. There it is being looked up to, because this is not spirituality, this is occult. Here, our occult scientists, I call them scientists because they are that kind, they don't bother to convert themselves into a bird or an animal because the risk. There is a beautiful story about… what's the name of this sage who swallows the… You know whom I'm talking about? Ashwini Kumaras, and they went to him to learn this Shuklacharya. Yeah, he took the form of a horse, is it? Ashwini Kumaras took the form of horse and he swallowed what? Shuklacharya, I think. So, there's a whole big story which is maybe a kind of a branch out from Mahabharata, or it's more from Krishna Avtara kind of thing. So there are any number of historical events like that, but that was considered crude way of doing things, because when you take on the form of something else, this body has to be preserved and it can always be misused. So, there have been incidents where somebody left his body here in some safety and let's say became an eagle and flew for some time. But when the eagle came back, the body is gone. Now what does the eagle do? A eagle comes and sits here and says, I am a yogi. Pathetic state, isn't it? Because you cannot fly, you think being an eagle is a big thing. Being an eagle is not a big thing. Though he flies high, he's only looking down all the time. It's better to sit here and look up rather than go up and look down. Really. So, here, the occult scientists evolved other kinds of methods. That is, they themselves do not take on other forms. They pick other forms and make the forms work in a certain way. They will take a certain animal. Usually, one thing that is heavily used is a chicken. Oh, you think that's a waste, huh? So, they will release the chicken has to be young and vibrant chicken, uncooked. So, release the chicken's life and use that life form to do certain things for you. Rather than you taking on the chicken's body, you make that chicken do things controlled by remote-controlled chicken, all right? A remote-controlled chicken is better than you becoming a chicken, isn't it? Because you becoming a chicken, there is a risk. You left your body and you went out as a chicken and tried to do something and you've become somebody's tandoori. So, they evolved better, more sophisticated methods to deal with the same things. Is that possible? Hanuman becoming small, big, very much possible. And even today, it is a phenomena that's been witnessed by many people, particularly Hanuman devotees. Change of form is a very common thing among the devotees of Hanuman even today, because that is the trend he set. Hanuman is a superman. Okay, a little bit of tail and facial features, the rest is Superman. He is a superman. His strength is his devotion. The devotion in his heart is so strong. Because of that, he stood out shining, because of his sheer devotion. So, even if you happen to be a monkey, if you're a devotee, you can transcend your monkeyness and become something phenomenal. That's the story of Hanuman. It works even if you happen to be a donkey. So, yes, the occult sciences have many aspects to it. One Veda is dedicated towards this, Atharvana Veda is all about this.